gone viral, with Laker fans excited to see their new point guard finishing in traffic, giving them hope that the addition of the former MVP will help get LeBron back to another final. So, Shannon, do you like that Russ posted this video?
I don't have a problem with it, Skip. I like guys when they post because it lets me know that they're working on their craft. And what you try to do is that you work hard in the offseason, and so what you're putting in, the work that you're putting in, it manifests itself in a particular sport. So if obviously it's basketball, we're talking about the court and situation, football, it's on the football field. So I don't really have a problem with it. I don't really deduce anything. If I see someone dunking in practice or working out, or I see somebody hit 5 threes in a row, that doesn't mean that, oh, man, it's over now. We sure enough going to win the championship, or we sure enough going to do this. That's not really how it works. I just like to see guys work on their craft, get better and better. And that's why, Skip, a lot of times when reporters, though, they ask them after the game, are you surprised you did this, or are you surprised you did that? More times than not, you get no, because they put the work in the offseason. So, therefore, it's second nature to them when they get on the court. These guys are really good. And you see these guys, Devin Booker, in the open gym, and you see and he had a post that says, man, I sure missed the days the open gym had no cameras. Skip, these guys are extremely skilled. Russ is extremely skilled. But here's the thing, though, Skip. This is the first time in Russ's NBA career that he's going to be the third best player on his roster. When he was with KD, he was the second.
You think he thinks he's going to be the third best?
It's the fact is what he is.
Okay, well, he doesn't think that. That's the key.
But I think that, and so, Skip, you look at all the guys he played with, from Bradley Beal to Paul George to James Harden, it was one of those two guys. Now, the thing is, Skip, at the end of the day, he has those triple-doubles does not equate to wins, and it doesn't equate to championship. You win some games. So at the end of the day now, okay, I've done that 4 triple-double seasons in the last 5 years. Now it's about championships. But I love that Russ putting in the work. That's the one thing I know about him, Skip. You go watch him play, you're not going to get cheated. Whether you watch him on television, whether you play your hard-earned money to go to a game, home or away, he's going to empty the tank. And that's all I can ask from my athletes, to give me everything he got. And I'm good with it.
Okay. My first issue is I can't believe that you kept a straight face while answering this question.
What?
That you're okay with him posting that? Does he have no shame? I've never seen anything like this before.
What?
He's dunking over 3 kids. I think they're like high school kids, and they don't look like they're that athletic.
I mean,
and they've got like shot blocking extenders.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are. These are just like little kids. And he's dunking, and he's actually mean mugging to people who are taking this video. He's doing the equivalent of chest beating, chest flexing.
Yeah.
Like, did you see what I just did?
And one. That's what he probably yelled.
And one with 3 high school kids. I don't even know if they play basketball or not. I'm not sure they play basketball. And they're trying to bother his shot with extenders, and he's going to dunk over them.
Yeah, you got to finish amongst the trees.
Oh,
that could be Rudy Gobert or Joel Embiid.
The audacity of this is just mind-blowing to me, that he would actually post this video and be proud of it, because how can you be proud of that?
Yeah.
You're Russell Westbrook. You've averaged triple-doubles for the last 5 years. You're now a Los Angeles Laker, and you're dunking over 3 apparently non-athletic high school kids.
Yeah, athletic.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they? They're really athletes?
Yeah.
They must be superstars at their school.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't either. And he's proud of that. Yeah. He's gloating over that. This would even be beneath your man LeBron's dignity. There's no
we dunk on folks in the actual game. You know what we did to Nurkic.
Okay, I got that, but that's actually in an NBA basketball game. That's a real game.
But that's what we do, Skip. We got to practice it. We just don't start dunking. We got to practice our dunks on people. This
is vintage, classic Russell Westbrook. This is what you have to deal with. This is now the starting point guard. That's what you tell me, the starting point guard for your Los Angeles Lakers. This is the primary decision maker for your Los Angeles Lakers.
NBA champion Lakers.
Champion Lakers, says Shannon Sharpe. He is predicting a championship with Russell Westbrook at point guard. The same Russell Westbrook that finally, ultimately was rejected by Kevin Durant and quickly rejected by James Harden and then rejected by Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. That same guy who posted this video shamelessly posted it is going to be the operator of your Lakers, the distributor?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The solo act, who is Russell Westbrook. Again, he's a joy to watch. He's a pleasure to watch. He is must-see TV, but I would not want to be on his team.
Man, you know how many times I got turned down for a date? Oh,
You?
yeah, I got turned down several times. You know, hey, your loss, you'll see.
Really?
Yeah, you're going to wish. You're going to wish you took this opportunity
Really?
to be in O'Shea's present. But you said no. You got your reasons why. Now look.
Yeah. You got turned
Look
down.
at him now. Oh, you're so fine. Ooh,
Really?
you was fine in high school back in the day. I should have. No, you should not have. Stop it. I'll stop him right there and there. Stop.
I can't remember ever being turned down for a date.
That's okay.
I don't
Hey.
know. I just can't remember.
But the lucky was, hey, it's Skip.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yep.
It's the one that get accepted.
Okay, so this is the same Russell Westbrook
Yep, that's going to win a title with us.
who has led the NBA in turnovers 4 times and finished second 3 times in turnovers.
Okay.
It's the same Russell Westbrook who in usage rate, how much do you have the ball in your hands?
Right.
He led the NBA 4 times and finished second 4 other times. That's 8 of the last 11 years that he's been 1 or 2 in usage rate.
Okay.
So he has to have ball in hands. And his gut feeling, when in doubt, he does that. He attacks basket, and he doesn't even see who's in the way. It can be high school kids with shot blocking extenders, and he's just going to see rim, slam it at rim.
Right.
And at some point in this season, LeBron James is going to be standing on the perimeter, left empty-handed, shaking his head, saying, how did I sign off on bringing that guy in here? He's hard to win with.
Well, I think it's probably be like at the end of the season when we're like 61-21.
Yeah.
And we're the number 1 seed in the West.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how about the postseason?
Oh,
Because that's when Russ really doesn't
this
shine.
about to be a breeze.
Really, a breeze, says Shannon Sharp. And yet I'm looking at this Russell Westbrook as the all-time look-at-me point guard. It's all about him. He's actually a 2-guard masquerading as a point guard.
Most of them are.
But he figured out how, with especially like a Steven Adams, that if he attacks the rim and he feels 2 arms coming from 2 different directions, just leave the ball on the floor. Just drop it behind you, and Steven Adams will follow you to the rim and dunk it, and you'll get what's called an assist.
Right.
And if you get 10 of those a night, you're golden because you're Mr. TD, as in triple-double.
Yep.
Is Anthony Davis going to say, you know what, I'll follow him to the rim every time because maybe I'll get just a leftover dunk? Is that what you want?
No, that's not what's going to happen.
Okay. Yes.
Skip. I mean, I think he felt he had to do that with Steven Adams, or he felt he had to do that in Washington.
Yep.
You got 2 bona fide superstars. You got the best player ever to live in LeBron James.
Yep.
You got Anthony Davis, who has something to prove. I expect him to be what he was the first year in L.A., not the second year. Hired a chef, got a new personal trainer. He's going to be healthy, raring to go. He didn't like the taste that he left in everybody's mouth, mainly himself.
Yep.
And so Russ, coming from D.C., the Wizards, like, man, look here. I ain't no 8 seed. Russ about to be a 1 seed in the West. Win the title. And then what will you have to say then?
I won't have to say anything because it ain't happening. You know it, and I know it.
I don't know
You are
anything.
whistling through the proverbial graveyard of your Lakers.
You don't see. Your head hard. You got a hard head.
I do have a hard
Okay.
head. And so do, you know who has the hardest head in the NBA? Your point guard.
No,
he
it
does.
doesn't. No.
You know it, and I know it.
No.
And I can I see this one more time? I just got to see it one
See
more time.
what?
That he's dunking over the little kids, and he's proud of it.
Well, they should have
He's
got out of the way.
proud of it. He's
They
dunking
shoulda
over
got
the
out of the
little
way.
kids. You know what? I don't think those kids play in the NBA. I don't think they play for the Jazz or the Nuggets or
Making them
certainly
tough.
for the Clippers.
Making them tough.
Is that toughening him up?
Yep.
Boy, they're just slapping him with those boards, right?
Next time you got to go, hey, you
Aren't
got to go hard.
you a little bit embarrassed of that?
No.
You're not?
Russell putting that work in. Because I know, guess what? You're going to see that during the season. He's going to come down the lane and going to poke on someone.
He's going to poke on, he pokes on a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly.
And furthermore, I don't want to pile on, but the first move that he makes is the most obvious travel in the history of traveling. You can't do that. That's not a step back. If you step back, you got to be shooting the basketball. If we'd see it one more time, he's at the top of the circle. He jumps
Why
back.
you nitpicking everything?
I'm not nitpicking. You can't do that, Russ. It doesn't, it won't fly. Even in the NBA, they won't let you get away with that. You're picking up your pivot foot and you're leaping and replanting your pivot foot, and then you're going to dribble. That is a travel. That is a walk. That is a turnover.
One season.
And he's led